talk about the dark side moving here, because I rewatched all the previous episodes and it projected an easy, almost careless life.
Sometimes life is hard, guys.
So putting the joke aside, our life is not an easy peasy lemon squeezy thing here.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
On the contrary, we are having really hard times. And what I would like to show to you without completely externalizing ourselves is that part as well. So first of all, Rita had a really hard 3 months. So she's working 12 to 13 hours in 6 days in a week. So usually she's leaving 6:30 in the morning and not really returning home back before 7:30 in the evening. If you watched the last video very carefully, then you might realize that Sonia wasn't with us. And with a reason, because she left 2 weeks ago to finish her studies, the first semester in Budapest, back in Hungary. But today is the day when she is going to return.
It was in a rally.
Budapest. Hát csókolom, mondom, hogy egy 10 perc.
Hogy jöttél ki?
Hogy jöttél ki?
Be lett pecsételve az útleveledbe, vagy csak mondta?
Hogy jöttél ki?
Hello!
Csak.
So we are at the Kingdom Center, which is, by the way, the highest or one of the highest buildings in the kingdom. But for sure, this is the building where we have a mosque, which is the highest one, or is located in the highest place in the kingdom. And well, it looks like a battle opener, and the common people is calling the battle opener, but the real name is Kingdom Center. Another thing which I think is worth to talk about now here, this part, is to understand Riyadh traffic. Like I said, there is like 7.5 million people commuting all day in the city, so therefore it's super crowded. We're gonna have a metro, which is 80 kilometers of metro, self-driving one, across the city, which will start soon. Also the bus service, but so far there was no public transportation, and the reason behind that, because in the summer it's so hot that you can barely walk like 300 or 400 meters in the burning hot weather. So that's the reason why most of the people are using cars. And then all across the city there is like super wide highways, technically speaking. I wouldn't call it streets. And then you can go from one point to a city to another one by car. Everybody just keep asking me how much is the fuel cost in Saudi Arabia. And then translating to Euro terms, if you have a car which has like 40-45 liters of tank, then basically you can buy a full tank for 25 euros. The gasoline is even cheaper, so I think it's like a couple of euro cents is basically 1 liter of gasoline if you are about to buy gasoline here.
You change.
showing that there is like a bright spot. That's the Riyadh Boulevard, the old one and the new one, which we are going to visit tomorrow.